right. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. It is 6 after 11 o'clock. 22 degrees. I knew we were going to get higher than 19. I warned you, going to get muggy. Really is. And it is right now. November the 12th. And believe me, what a way to do a Monday or Sunday if you're coming out of the United States right now. And believe me, Oklahoma is where we're visiting. We're visiting the Newkings. Good afternoon, guys.
Hey, how are you with you guys?
It is an absolute pleasure to have you guys here live with us doing the Skype thing. And we just played Hallowed. Now, guys, I find this absolutely a fascinating song. Tell me where you got up, where you come up with all the lyrics for that.
Well, I guess I'll start. I wrote the lyrics, and these guys came in and helped with the music on it. But it was a real simple song, and one day I was just kind of sitting here, and it came to me. I was thinking about my relationship with God and how He brought me through a whole lot, and He just started spitting it. It took me about 45 minutes to write it down. So once I got it down, I called these guys and said, "Hey, we got to put music to this."
You know, some of the best songs are made basically in a matter of minutes, to be very honest. They tend to have the best longevity, to be very honest with you. And this one, I feel, is no exception. Now, where did you get it produced?
Right here in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. We have a studio across town and a local producer that we work with, and he's a great guy, and I'll let you talk a little bit about that real quick if you want to tell him a little bit about it.
Thelma Love Studio, our friend Aaron Wheeler, he's a graduate of Berkeley, and he knows his stuff. We love working with him and work with him as long as we can.
Very cool, and I've got to let you know, as an engineer, because believe me, I've spent almost 40 years doing engineering, not only for studios, but for live work, everything, even touring around the world with some of the biggest bands in the world. I listen to your music, and really, I don't listen to it as a band would. I listen to it as an engineer would. I break it down into increments, and I can't fault this. I really can't fault your work. Absolutely stunning.
Thank you very much. That means a lot to us. Thank you.
Well, I'm very honest there, and absolutely loving your style of music. Now, you call it a bit of folk rock gospel, and all sorts of bits put in there, to be very honest. I think it comes as an absolute flavour that we haven't heard before, and I would love to be able to hear more of it. Now, I'm going to ask you down the track a few personal, difficult questions. I'm pretty sure that that's going to come out. But at the moment, you must be running out of summer and coming into winter over there.
Yes, yeah, it's getting pretty chilly out here. Actually, this guy told me earlier he wasn't even cold, and I think he was lying to me because he was shivering when he was talking to me. So
yeah. if you're blue, my bro, it's cold.
No, it's not. It's fine. Feels good here right now.
Okay.
In the mornings, it's a little cold.
Okay, you don't happen to have a strain of Eskimo in you, do you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Just either, bro. So you got to grow that out. It'll help you.
There you go. And believe me, I got to be honest with you, my friend. My hair left the top and landed on the bottom.
Yeah, I just left everywhere.
Yeah, so we're like-minded. That's at least one thing. Now, usually, I got to be honest with you, it is the bass players and everything like that join us. So I'm absolutely elated that you're joining us now, Pugsley. But a big surprise to us, and I've got to be honest with you, Jeff the drummer is joining us. Now, we don't get too many drummers, so I've got to give you a big congratulations for taking the time out and talking to us down here in the Antipodes in New Zealand. And I've got to ask you at this time, now I figure, Jeff, that you're the person that's doing all the internet replying and stuff like that.
That's right. I do a lot of the internet stuff, all the social stuff.
Nice. So you're the techo that we should be talking to, because believe me, we get a lot of people wanting to know more about Newkings since we've been playing them here at Galaxy, and it's been literally, we have been getting a huge amount of requests for almost every single one of your songs. Now, I've got to ask you, Jeff, when our fans want to get hold of you, are you guys on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? But more importantly, Jeff, do you respond?
We always respond. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Search Newkings Band, one word, or just go to our website, newkings.band. We respond to everybody that contacts us.
Nice, nice. Now, at the same time, you threw in the website there, so I might as well segue into that and say, do you have a merch store on your website that our fans can buy products from?
If you go to our website, it'll direct you to all of our music. Stick with us. We're about to have a new merch store there where you can get all of our apparel and whatnot. We're about to have a lot of new stuff today.
Nice, nice, because believe me, I know that our fans absolutely love wearing bands products and stuff like that. They see me doing it all the time, and you know what, imitation is the best form of flattery, I kind of feel anyway. So I'm going to hit you up for a little bit of product myself a little later on, but we don't want to preempt that right now. First of all, I want to talk to you about Bring Me Down. Now, where did this come from?
That's your
yeah. Well, I wrote this song as well, the lyrics to this song, and actually it came from a place of my own experience of some negative people in my life coming around me, and that feeling, that overwhelming feeling of I do not have time for you. I got better things ahead, and I just want to get ahead and be positive. Don't bring me down because I'm not trying to hear it. That's kind of the place that it came from.
You know, I kind of agree with you. I really, really do. It's always nice to have a nice day. We don't need curmudgeons in our life. So right now, let's play the Newkings, Bring Me Down. God, it's hot up here. Are you comfortable there, guys?
Yeah, absolutely, man. This is fun.
Nice, nice. Nobody got a drink? You don't need a drink or a quick toilet break?
We had a couple drinks prior to, so we're good to go.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, I got a coffee right now, believe me. I really do. Would love to have some.
All right, Jeff's going to take a toilet break.
There you go. Knew there was a powder room somewhere involved. Usually happens. It really does. Loving the guitars in the background. Always love a good axe.
Yeah, thank you very much. A lot of that is added on after the fact. We go in with a simple rhythm, and then we try to add to it and figure out where we want to go with it. So it's kind of an exciting process. I love making music, and these guys do too. And so I know when we get in there again, it's that creative mind and those juices get flowing, and it's exciting.
Yeah, believe me, I know exactly what you're saying. I've missed actually doing some studio work for the last number of years, but I used to work in one of the biggest recording studios in the country, and just working with some of, unfortunately they were New Zealand artists, but working with some of New Zealand artists and some of the best of New Zealand, it's been an absolute thrill to be able to do so. And I think that's where my respects for artists come from, especially indie artists, because you've got to make your mark somewhere, don't you?
Yes, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And we're excited to be a part of this and to work with somebody as yourself. And we're always trying to absorb knowledge and ideas and anything that people shoot at us, fans or whoever. We try to take that. We try to run with it. We try to incorporate it because I believe that when people start giving you their appreciation, you got to listen.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Jeff, good timing. You've got that down pat, don't you? Let's go back to the desk. But if you see me making some funny suggestions every now and again, I've got a production team that talk to me and do strange stuff as well. So don't be put off. That's right. You're right here at Galaxy107fm. It is 16 after 11 o'clock, 22 degrees. I knew we were going to get there, even though the weatherman said 19. Yeah, he doesn't live in Comodo, does he? Monday, November the 12th, and I'm joined coming out of Oklahoma. Yes, it's the Newkings, and we've been playing them for, a couple of weeks now, and just getting an incredible response from our listeners, and I thank you for that. And of course, right now, I'm being joined by Josh, Jeff, and Aaron, the lead singer from the Newkings. It is always a pleasure to talk to lead singers, especially sporting such a wonderful-looking T-shirt. Thank you, Aaron, for joining us.
Yeah, we're glad to be here. We're very excited and thankful that you guys brought us on.
It is an absolute pleasure, and believe me, I'm going to let you know that we do get about 30 to 50 bands a day, would you believe, wanting to do the interviews, wanting to get the promotions, get the millions of people to recognise their music and their names and everything like that. And it goes through a bit of a process. Barbara talks with their production team. They argue like crazy. They really, really do. Then it goes to a board of 12 to see whether it's fitting in with our scheme of things, if you know what I mean, because we only play the best music here at Galaxy. And then it goes back to Barbara, back to production, back to arguments again, and then I have the final say. That comes down to maybe 3 bands in a week. And believe me, we couldn't be happier to have Newkings here joining us out of Oklahoma right now. Absolutely stunning. So thank you, guys. It really is worthwhile talking to you guys. Now, at the same time, I want to ask you how our fans can buy your music. Are you on Amazon? Are you on iTunes and places like that?
Yeah, we're pretty much everywhere. Our distributor sends them to every place that'll take them. Amazon, Google Play Music, Spotify, iTunes, the list goes on.
Nice, because I always like to be able to direct our listeners to go and buy some music. It's not going to break the bank. Come on, guys, believe me. And artists absolutely appreciate a few coins in their pocket at the same time. So get out there and buy this Newkings music today. Go and have a look, believe me. Now, at the same time, guys, I've also got to ask you, you formed in 2013. Now, how did that happen?
Well, it basically started with a friend of mine who's not in the band with us or not with us anymore. He stepped away to do some other things, but he came to me and he said, "Hey, Aaron, you know, you're a talented guy, and I'd love to have you come play music with me." So we started going around and just playing a 2-man gig kind of thing, and from there I said, "You know what? We have got to grow this thing." He said, "Well, I got a guy who's got a box that he beats on, a cajon." And so that's when we hollered at Jeff here, and Jeff came in, and we kind of had this acoustic thing going. And then, you know, the more things picked up, the more we realized we got to take this to an even higher level. And then we brought on Josh and his brother, Caleb, and, you know, they brought all these other elements to the music and creativity, and we're excited about it. It's become this thing that's just growing and snowballing into something that we could never imagine. So we're thankful.
You know, I didn't actually know, Josh, that Caleb was your brother. Now, Caleb plays the saxophone. Obviously, he's a bit of a blowhard, been around for a while now.
Yeah, that's true. Understatement of the year. He plays a lot of things. Saxophones and guitars and harmonicas and keyboards, and pretty much if you put it in his hands, he can play it somewhat. So he plays a little bit of everything, but yeah.
It's always nice to have somebody that is multi-talented, and you can utilise that talent wherever you want to. I apologise about the blowhard thing, really, I do.
Don't feel bad. He's nice right now. He's definitely a blowhard.
Score one for me. Got it first time. Good stuff. Loving that. Now,
so it doesn't matter.
yeah, he's not here to defend himself. Well, I understand that. And believe me, I'll put an extra couple of dollars in the collection box on Sunday for him. There you go. Okay. So I'll redeem myself. I promise that. Now, at the same time, it isn't a very easy road being a successful rock band. You guys, have you had a successful summer this year?
We've been pretty busy. I'll let you guys go.
It's been our best year. We run this thing fully independent right now. It's every day contacting people, promoting our music,
or people contacting us,
writing, people contacting us like you did. It's a lot of work. If you want to make it as an indie rock artist, you got to put in the work.
You got to grind.
Exactly. Now, coming into winter, I was mentioning earlier on, you must be looking now at maybe going back into the studio again and putting out new music for next season. Is that what the plan is?
I don't know how you knew that, but yeah, that's the plan.
Absolutely. The next couple of months, we want to specifically work on some upcoming music that we're planning on putting out and releasing by summertime, hopefully, this next year or so.
Well,
we're about that.
Let me put my little hand up right now and say, please, guys, when you bring out brand spanking new work, how would you like to pass it on to us? We would absolutely love to be able to premiere it to the world and bring Newkings back again. Having said that, though, I'm also going to say, the next time that you're in the recording studios, how would you like to do a few MP3 voiceovers, singers, liners, whatever you would call them, introducing yourself and your new songs, and we would love to be able to attach those here in at Galaxy as well.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'd love to do that. That would be great. We would be excited to do that for you.
Awesome, because believe me, we love to be able to add new bands all the time, but it just means, you see, we want to be able to keep Newkings rolling here at Galaxy as much as we can. Let's ride it for everything it's worth, believe me. It is worth a good deal. And as I was saying to you earlier on, one young lady that we interviewed just a few days ago has had something like 400,000+ people try and friend her, and she's blaming us. So I said, yes, I'll take that, absolutely. So don't be surprised, Jeff, if you're getting this work bestowed upon you.
I need the work. Bring it on.
And you know something, Jeff, I like you that much more because you're wearing a cheese wedge. I love those.
We can add.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, while I'm at work, I've got to wear the uniform hat.
So, you know, he's got to rock it, so.
Yeah, and apparently we're getting an ad in right now. Thank you very much, Barbara. And believe me, by the end of this, we will send you all of the information that we've done, including this interview. You'll be able to not only show your friends, but we'll give you a couple of photos that we send you as well, so you'll be able to attach those to your wallpapers of your phones. Show your friends, say, don't ever do this with these guys down under. They're crazy.
No, we wouldn't do that. We love you guys. It's been fun so far. So
Awesome. Now, let's get to the important stuff. Tell me about My Horizon. Where did that come from? Where did the lyrics come from?
That's me.
yeah, that's you, buddy.
I run a lot of heavy equipment, and I was out on a job where you could see nothing but grass and the horizon and the sunrise, and the words just came to me. And I wrote the song like he said 45 minutes on his song. I wrote the chorus to My Horizon in maybe 5 minutes. That song was ready to go.
You know, I get it. I really do. But no competition here, right?
Well, competition can be good.
Yeah.
But I will admit he's winning right now.
No, this guy's great. We challenge each of us, and it's fun, and it's only getting funner. So.
Well, that's what creates creative juices, really, doesn't it? And of course, it gives you as well a chance to be able to discuss different formulas and putting a great song together. And believe me, I've spoken to people that have written songs down on a McDonald's napkin or something like that. You know what I mean? That has ended up being an absolute jewel to the collection of the particular artist. So I get that, I really do. What sort of heavy machinery do you drive?
Most often run a road grader, but I've ran excavators and all that stuff.
Okay.
So maybe a song about that sometime.
Yeah, well, you never know. You might end up making a song about a DJ that comes from a strange country down under one day.
That's going to be a pretty rocking song, man. I promise you that.
Awesome. As long as it's got a great heartbeat, I'm in. I'm right there. And would love that, actually. But My Horizon, we better play it. I'm actually getting told in my ear that we better get it on. So here we are, right here at Galaxy 107 FM with the Newkings, My Horizon.
Hi, Brother Wooly. We must catch up, you and
DB.
DB.
Yes, absolutely. Brother Willie? would love to catch up with you, my friend. Absolutely looking forward to that. And give DB a prompt for me. Will you tell him to get in touch with us? We want to come back and have another interview with you guys.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for joining us too, Brother Willie. Well, one of the guys out of a band called DB Bryant. DB Bryant, yeah. In fact, I think I got one of their t-shirts over there somewhere too.
He's from Greensboro.
Yeah, he's from Greensboro.
We'll have to get t-shirts so we can compete with DB.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, to be quite honest, it is a very subliminal thing, but people do read these, and of course I think I'm Darkstone today.
You are?
And Darkstone come out of Canada, and they're more a metal-y style band, but great band, absolutely stunning band. And send us all the CDs and everything like that, and they're always sending us new stuff all the time. So we're always doing re-up interviews, if you know what I mean, to promote their new work. I would love to do that with you guys.
Good deal. Well, we look forward to it. I mean, we're going to be recording some new stuff, and we'll send it your way.
Please do. And keep in touch with Barbara, because believe me, Barbara is the person that runs this place, pretty much. she is. Even though I'm the CEO of the company, I do what I'm told. Absolutely. My production team is actually my wife and a few others as well, and they're doing the on-air production right now. And between my wife and Barbara, I've learned very quickly that I need to do what I'm told. I've got a title, and it's not CEO. Believe me, they call me something far worse than that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. Just putting it straight here.
You don't, huh?
No.
Okay, fair enough. So, next we're going to talk about getting you guys down here, down under. And at the same time, now don't tell Aaron, but we do a few crazy things down here, so we'll drop him right into it. What do you reckon? Nice. I'm a little worried about Jeff, about Josh. He's sitting there worrying about, oh my God, what am I going to be flying into in New Zealand?
No, I want to come there.
We would love to come and visit, man. Yeah, we went to England earlier this year, and that was awesome. So
yeah. I actually want to talk to you about doing the UK tour and how you found that, and the places that you went, because believe me, we're jealous. We want you guys here, so we'll talk about that. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy107fm. It is bang on, past 11. 23 degrees, we're still going up. Love it, absolutely love it, but I've got to be honest with you, very, very hot in the office here right now. Monday, November the 12th, and going to Oklahoma, joined by the Newkings. And of course, we're talking to Jeff and Aaron, and also Josh is in there as well. Now, guys, we were discussing your tours at the around the world, and you've just been to the UK. Tell me all about that.
I don't know exactly how we get contact. That's kind of their terrain, but where I asked to come. We went over there with an outfit called Creation Fest. They can do some stuff here in the States, and they do some stuff over there. And we went out there, and travel's fun.
It was your first flight.
It was my first time in an airplane.
These guys had never flown
that
a
was
special
an
that far,
experience.
so it was pretty funny.
We lost luggage, and I played somebody else's guitar on stage. But it was a lot of fun. I'd sign up to do it again tomorrow if we could. But
We call that Aaron's Law. That is, will go wrong does. So,
yeah.
You guys are going to fit right in here in New Zealand. You really, really are. And having said that, that's a good segue to get you to even contemplate the fact, how would you like to come to New Zealand and play some shows here in New Zealand? Maybe, even if we, well, I don't know, we might even share you with Australia if you're that lucky.
we would absolutely love to come out to that area and, share our music and talk to people, meet people, and it would be exciting for us, and we're always looking for those avenues. So any way we can make that work, we're willing to do that. So.
Well, I tell you what, keep in with Barbara on that one, because believe me, we love to be able to have new talent coming into the country all the time. We really, really do. At the same time, it's a little selfish of us as well, because we like to get New Zealand bands on New Zealand stages with some really, really talented people. So it'll be a bit of a contra thing happening there, if you know what I mean. But having said that, and believe me, I was talking to Jeff and to Josh while you were out of the room, Aaron, and I said, we're kind of crazy down here. We like to do a few nutty things from time to time. Are you guys up for a few experiences?
I think we would be, absolutely. We're open to be a little wild ourselves. So these guys are a little more reserved in some senses, but I think I could drag them along with me.
Nice,
So,
nice.
Let's do it, man.
I like the ambition, I really, really do. So, have you guys ever heard of a hoo-hoo grub?
Oh, excuse me, what was that?
Yeah, it's called a hoo-hoo grub. Not the kind of hoo-hoo that you guys are used to. Believe me, I like yours better. But we have a grub here that we call a hoo-hoo grub. It's spelled H-U-H-U. And literally, you must have heard of a caterpillar, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, this is a caterpillar on steroids. It's huge. It's like a double-decker bus. It really is. It's big, it's white, with a black head. And what you do, and believe me, we'll send you the instructional videos to this later on, is you put it in your mouth, you bite off the head. You don't eat the head because it's yucky. But when you crunch down on it, and it is a traditional food here in New Zealand, it tastes like creamy peanut butter.
Really?
So you.
I'll tell you what. This guy don't eat anything, but I'm game because I've been in the U.S. military here before, and we used to eat some grubs. I've been known to eat a few grubs, but this guy, I could probably convince him to do it for me, so it's all good. Let's do it. We're up for the challenge.
Nice, because I've eaten a few in my time, to be very, very honest with you. And actually, for a while there, with touring around with bands, I actually started to get to like the bloody things, to be honest. I really did. But having said that, we also do, I don't know, Barbara, take them down the bottom of the South Island, throw them off a bridge. What do you reckon?
Yeah, be a bit hard for Josh.
Well, Josh, look at him, he's pointing down the line, and
Bridge, you didn't throw me off.
we have a thing here in New Zealand we call bungee jumping.
Okay, well, Jack is really light, so we can
force him
off the bridge.
Yeah, there you go. We just signed Jack up for that one.
Will he play his sax on the way down?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm liking that. Believe me. I've done that a few times as well. AJ Hackett, that does it down the South Island, is a very close friend of ours. So believe me, we love to be able to catch up with AJ all the time. And it is a huge tourist attraction down in Queenstown. And we have a number of other things we can do, including taking you to the biggest city that we have here in New Zealand, which is Auckland, and taking you out on the Hauraki Gulf at night time. Absolutely splendid. It really, really is. We have great food here in New Zealand and lots of other entertainments that may or may not suit each and every one of you, if you know what I mean, depending on what you guys like to do. I don't mind throwing people out of an aeroplane. I really don't. I've done it many times.
Well, let's rock, man. We'd love to come down and visit and try out whatever you guys got for us, so let's do it.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love this. I really, really do, because I reckon these guys are going to be a lot of fun doing it. But I got to warn you guys, you know, if I don't get you arrested within the first 24 hours, I'm not doing my job.
Hey, we appreciate that. That's a good... I trust you now.
Nice. Nice, absolutely brilliant, because believe me, I am so looking forward to this. I really, really am. Now, let's get on and talk about Need the Sun. Now, tell me all about that.
That's this guy.
Yeah, Need the Sun just, it's a very honest song. Talks about when you're in times of doubt, just times of trouble. You know, sometimes that's a reality. It seems like a lot of times we try to skirt that, but there's bad times in our life. I mean, we're human. And in my belief, we look to God. We're Christians, and I believe that there's a way out from your dark times in through the Christian faith. And that's what it's talking about. That's Absolutely. The sun. That's the play on words. You know, need the sun, but sun spelled S-O-N.
You know, I fully understand that, and I respect the fact of your religion and everything like that, and believe me, it never gets in the way of good music, does it?
No, it doesn't, man. I mean, good music is good music, so...
There you go, absolutely, and we agree with you right here at Galaxy, so here they are. Yes, Newkings at Galaxy107fm. Here's Need the Sun.
My heart is overcast. Darkness and days.
You okay?
Yeah.
Nice.
Take my shoes off.
How you feeling, guys?
That was good, man. That was fun.
Awesome, 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 awesome. And we have one more to go, so we'll talk about that, but I'm also going to hit you guys up for a few CDs and bits and pieces, because we would love to be able to do competitions and giveaways. And if you want to throw in some merch for our listeners as well, and maybe a couple of shirts for a couple of staff members here. And believe me, if you're going to throw in one for me, I'm medium size. Medium, well, actually large size. I'm more about your size, Aaron. But if you're going to put one in for Barbara, a little larger.
We got y'all covered. We'll send y'all a care package. We just need the location to send it to.
Nice. I'll get Barbara onto that as soon as possible for you. You'll probably get it over the next day or so. Throw in one other one, which would be a medium, because my wife, the production manager over there, she's nodding her head saying she wants a Newkings shirt as well.
Make it happen. No problem.
And if you got hats, well, hey, I'll be your best friend.
We got some hats.
Do you know what?
Oh,
I
nice.
love the cushion that we were seeing with someone, the band.
Cushion? Oh, yeah.
Or
I'm sure you recognise the koozies and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, see, Tommy Steele.
Yeah.
Yep. Love drinking with Tommy Steele, I do. Absolutely. Get in as many ads as possible. That's right, you're right here. Still climbing. Love that. Absolutely stunning. Better than 19, right? Yeah, absolutely. Monday, November the 12th, and I'm joined out of Oklahoma by the Newkings. Loving this interview. Absolutely stunning. And Need the Sun got that. I understand that, Jeff. I really, really do. And what a great piece of work And I want to ask you, you co-share the writing of the lyrics and everything with Aaron. That must be quite a challenge to be able to put together some art like this.
I don't think so, honestly. It's weird because you would think that, but with Jeff, it's really been easy. Like, I don't know if our minds are just in sync most of the time or what, but I can take an idea or a thought to him, and he can transpose it on a paper like that, or vice versa, and it's just worked out. We're very blessed, and it's an honor to work with these guys. I'm glad we're headed down the direction we are. So
I kind of feel that you guys are going to be picking up awards in the very near future, and including Josie Awards and maybe even the Grammys not too far away. You're going to be household names over the next number of years. So we are expecting a huge kind of caliber of music coming out of you guys, because this is a hell of a start. I got to be honest with you.
Thank you. Well, we certainly appreciate that. These guys are some of the hardest working guys in the business, and I'm thankful to work with them.
So I got to ask you though, Aaron, and let's picture this. We're in the venue, the crowd's there, the lighting, the ambience is all happening, the smokes, everything there, the band's on stage. Just before you go on, do you get the butterflies?
Can I what?
You get the butterflies.
Oh, you know what's funny is I start to get the butterflies, and when I do, I always tell myself, you know what? They're probably just as excited and nervous as I am. And so that kind of helps bring me back down to where I need to be. And it's just about engaging with that audience. And I want them to feel the excitement that I feel. And if they're not, then I'm going to do everything that I can to make sure that they do. So that settles me right back in where I need to be.
You know, that's a great answer, to be very honest with you. And I got to be honest with you as well, that when I go on stage, I can work in front of 1,000, 500, 1,000 to 110, 20,000. That's no worries. Put me in a room full of old people of 70 years of age with about 50 of them, that scares the heck out of me.
Look, I understand that. I feel that too, and the older I get, man, the more that becomes true. So I feel you.
Well, yeah, again, I've got to be honest with you. One of the Grammy selectors is a very close friend of mine, and he's a professor at a local university. And he uses us here at Galaxy as a module for his class on the successes of the internet. Now, we've been going for about 4 years doing this, and it has just taken us exponentially around the world, if you know what I mean. We're 5+, almost 6 million people right now. He gets me to talk to his classes, and I'm very comfortable with that because I can talk to people on the screen. But I literally had an invitation to go and speak to a former business association group of people in their late 70s, 80s, and as I said, about 50 to 70 people, and they're all sitting there on chairs just staring at me. Scariest moment of my life.
Well, I got to be honest, I don't know about these guys, but I always tell people, because we normally get asked, which type of venues do you like to play better, the big ones or the smaller ones? And I'll tell you right now, we enjoy those smaller ones that you're talking about, where it's more personal. We want to relate, we want to engage with you guys, and we feel like if we're looking you eye to eye, you can't help but be engaged with us. So that excites us, and that's what it's really all about, is making you feel our music and our lyrics. So
that's all well and good, but you can actually stand there with tools and microphones and everything like that. Me, I had a piece of paper and a microphone. How?
Brother, all I can tell you is if it ain't working, then you just got to pray, man. Keep trucking. Keep trucking.
Don't worry. They eventually got my jokes. They did.
It's hard, man. It's hard to make people laugh, so.
Well, believe me, it really, really is. But especially when they don't know too much about what you're about and how you're doing it. And of course, we had to explain everything about our radio station and the successes of our radio station to these people. And of course, they're all former bankers and business people that have gone into the retirement age, if you know what I mean. Which means, basically, I'm not too far away myself, to be honest with you. So I'm kind of looking at it going, oh my God, I don't want to be that in 5 years, 10 years' time.
That's a good place to be, man. Just happy and what do you got to worry about, man?
Well, the thing I was told, and literally I've been worried about over the years too, is people have said to me, just imagine they're naked. Hell no!
Yeah, don't do that, man. That's the wrong answer, brother.
Yeah, believe me, that was scary. It really, really was. So I'm pleased that you sympathised with me, but we got through it. We really, really did. Now, at the same time, I'm going to ask you, would you be so good to, when you bring out, and I know your latest EP, of course, was My Horizon, and I've got to give you credit for that, Jeff. I love that track. I really, really do. Now, would you send us some EPs and maybe some merchandise so we could actually do a competition here at Galaxy? Keep Newkings rolling here, because believe me, we would love to be able to get behind you as much as possible.
Hey, we'll give you whatever you need. All come your way.
Nice. Well, I'll make sure that Barbara keeps in touch with you and gets all those details to you, because believe me, we would love to be able to do giveaways. We love doing giveaways, if you know what I mean. And people around, not only here in town, not only here in New Zealand, but around the world, are finding themselves collecting some absolutely stunning material and some t-shirts, hats and koozies and all sorts of other things at the same time.
We'd love to get it to you. Absolutely.
Awesome, awesome. Believe me, our fans are going to get excited. Oh, look at that. Apparently our numbers shot straight up right there.
Everybody likes those gifts, man, and we'd love to give them to somebody out there. So
awesome. Now, I got to ask you, Aaron, I've been looking at your tattoos. Now, run me through these.
The tattoos?
Yeah, now let's start with the one on your arm right now.
Oh, okay. So this is just a big imprint of my son's name because, man, when he came into this world, it was like a stamp on my life. So that's basically what that is. I got my oldest daughter's name around my wrist like music notes because she was like a song to my heart when she came into my life. And then over here I got my youngest daughter. Her name's Lily. So obviously I got some lilies. And then over here, this is just kind of a montage to my military service with the U.S. military. So I'm excited and honored to actually use myself as a canvas for the things that God has blessed me with. So
nice, nice. And here in New Zealand, yesterday was actually Armistice Day. We celebrated that. So lest we forget, for all of our armed services around the world that are doing good work right now. And I appreciate your support with your armed services doing their good work right now. So in the meantime, Jeff, what about you? Got any tattoos?
I don't have anything. I'm a clean canvas. I gotta find something really good before I'm inking on there.
Yeah, you know, I'm thinking about Josh over there. He must be at least a few hours work right there.
I've got a few. They're hard to get to. I got a cross on this arm, and then a big dragon head on this arm, and then I got my kids' handprints and names on my chest, and I got another one of a band that I love on my leg.
He ain't scared. That's what he's telling you. No matter how long it takes, he ain't scared.
I'll sit and take them all.
Nice. Well, I tell you what, when you guys come to New Zealand, I'm looking for an excuse, not only to get a new tattoo myself, but I want to tattoo Barbara. So what do you reckon, Josh? You, me, and Barbara, we'll go out and get tattooed. We'll get Aaron involved there, and maybe we might get Jeff involved.
Let's do it.
Nice, nice. And let's pull in Jeff as well. He's a blank canvas. We need to do something about that.
You bring us to New Zealand, it's on. Let's do it.
All right. All right, believe me, I am so excited because that's right up my alley. I absolutely am looking to get a new tattoo. And I really, really do want to tattoo Barbara as well. I do. It's just one of these things, you know. It really is. So let's roll on, and that's a good segue because this to me is one of my more favourite songs. I love this song, and we've been getting a lot of requests for it. Tell me about Roll On Easy.
Well, that was another one that I wrote. Basically what was going on at that time, I was sitting here and I was kind of going through a tough situation, and I thought back to when I was a young boy, and my mom told me, son, the light that God has given you, don't let anybody ever put it out. You just roll on. You got to keep rolling on. And so I took that and I started writing the lyrics as God gave them to me, and it turned into this awesome message to just let everybody know and encourage people that no matter what you're going through in life, you just got to keep rolling on.
You know, I love that. I really, really do. So here they are, Newkings, here at Galaxy 107 FM, and roll on easy. Sweet. Guys, this is my wife. She's my boss.
Nice to meet you. It's been good interview. Really good interview. Yeah.
She says it's a good interview.
We're having fun. This has been fun.
And she's the voice in my head.
Well, thank you for being the voice in his ear.
There you go. I'll catch you soon. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Nice to meet you.
Bye. Nice to meet you.
Get back to work. It's one of the few times I can get away with that.
Just left to say that, so.
Yeah. I'm not stupid, guys. Come on. Honestly, I know what my life's value is.
That's right, man.
Hey, Barbara.
No comment.
No comment, she says. Absolutely no comment. Who's with us?
We've still got Brother Willie here.
Nice.
And John's Strategy, Patrick Mazzi. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry if I pronounced
Welcome
it
along,
wrong.
folks. Nice to have you with us.
Particularly Brother Willie. We haven't.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been worried about Brother Willie over the last little while, actually.
No, big love.
Yeah, big love as well. But Brother Willie, and believe me, it'll be good to catch up with those guys.
Yeah.
Pine Top Lightning, love them, but they're no longer Pine Top Lightning.
No.
They're the DB Bryant band now. So.
What about these guys? They're looking. Hear no evil, see no evil. What's the other one? Look no evil.
Look, you didn't see me do it. That's the other one. Sorry, guys. We're doing the hear no evil, see no evil, and you didn't see me do it.
You're good.
Yeah, I'm kind of. Let's not say we did. Anyway, let's go back to the desk.
Yeah, that wasn't on air, guys. This is backstage stuff for the Facebook Live people. We can be crazy.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM and joined out of Oklahoma. Hold on, let me, yeah, you did get it right. I was almost going to say Oklahoma something else. Sorry, I was visited by the wife. You see, it sort of, it throws you off from time to time when she comes in and has a chat, to be very honest with you. And we're joined by the Newkings. It is an absolute pleasure to be talking to you guys today. And hope that in the near future you're not going to be strangers. We would love to be able to catch up again. And don't forget, 43 days away for you guys is Christmas time. Are you getting ready for that?
What's that?
Are you gearing up for that? Big occasion.
Yeah, no, it's a time to celebrate Christ and His birth, and that's what it's all about. And we're excited about it, and we look forward to this time of the year. So
Nice. We do too, but we here in New Zealand, especially where we are in the Bay of Plenty, the east coast of the North Island, which is the biggest island of New Zealand, we are going through summertime. if you know what I mean. So we don't build snow castles. We kind of, well, snowmen, we kind of build sand castles, if you know what I mean, and a bit of tinsel around that. So we make it look, you know, the part.
Hey, that sounds awesome, man.
Well, we want to have you guys down here in the summertime period. To be very honest, we don't want to do concerts in the rain or anything like that. So you never know. You might end up running 3 summers concurrently.
That would be great.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, you'd have your summer, then you would come down here, down under, and spend a bit of summertime down here with us, and Australia as well. Yeah, okay, we'll share with it. You sure? You sure? Really? You want to do it with... Oh, okay, they want to do it with Australia as well. They want to include Australia. Don't know why, but, you know, okay. No, okay.
No complaints here.
I was just told we know the reason why we like to take their money. That's what it is.
There you go, right there. That's good. That's good stuff.
That's the only reason I'd play you guys in Australia. Besides, I don't think they're talented enough to listen to talent like you. But never mind, we'll get there.
Well, we would love to come your way.
That is so PC. Very nice. Thank you very much. Love that. Believe me, I don't mind giving Australians a bit of stick. You know, it's like Americans and Canadians. I think it's an ice hockey thing. For us, it's a rugby thing.
That's a good analogy right there. That's perfect. So
there you go. Absolutely. Well, for us here in New Zealand and Australia, it's a rugby union thing. That's the game we play with a football and no pads. You might know it.
Oh, yeah, that's the tough guy sport, right?
That's the real tough guy sport, and believe me, we got the world champions.
We were just talking about that earlier, and trust me, you won't find any of us on a rugby field. I promise you that.
Oh, come on. I'm up for a game of gridiron if you're up for a game of union.
Deal. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I absolutely love playing ball sports. I got to be honest with you. I really, really do. Right down to a guy the other day where I kicked him between the legs because I thought he was a farmer and he might want a couple of acres.
Is that a sport?
It is now. Believe me, the uprights got scored.
It's good.
But having said that, yeah, we were always up for crazy stuff here in New Zealand, and would love to be able to have you guys come down here. I tell you why we give Australians a bit of stick from time to time is simply, I was talking to an Australian artist the other day who actually came from the outbacks of Australia, literally out in the wop-wops of nowhere. He was brought up there, currently making his residence in the Gold Coast. And he says to me, you know, Grant, I had kangaroos bouncing through my backyard and front yard as a kid every day. So I said to him, why can't kangaroos bounce backwards? He goes, can't they? Are you kidding me? I said, they have to turn around to go back the way they came. They have no reverse gear. The tail stops them doing it. He had no idea. That's
well, it's not different than Oklahoma because, you know, we have deer jumping all over the place out here where we're at, and it's pretty awesome here. So we'd love to come down there and see kangaroos or whatever you guys got hopping around.
Well,
we'd love to come.
The only thing we have hopping around here is usually people down at the bank that's not getting their money every week. But other than that, we don't have anything dangerous here in New Zealand. Well, actually, we do. We have, I hope you guys aren't arachnophobics. We have spiders here. But the most deadliest spider we have is actually a daddy longlegs.
Really? Wow. Yeah, we'll be right at home, man.
Yep, the national bird here, would you believe, is actually a kiwi, which can't fly, but we do have our own airline. Would you believe that?
Look, man, that's awesome. That's awesome.
we're almost civilized here. Women have cell phones. Who would have thought that?
Hey.
I mean, as soon as a woman was given a cell phone, us men, we got put to the side. Did you ever experience that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
So it's not.
speak to my wife, that's for sure. So
Yeah, the only way I get to speak to my wife, and believe me, she talks in my ear all the time, but literally the only way I get to speak to my wife is I got to text her and make an appointment. She texts me at night and says to me, "What do you want for dinner?" And she's only on the other side of the couch.
Well, it's not that bad here, but I'll tell you what, we feel your pain because our wives use their cell phones quite frequently. As do we.
Well,
I think it's a modern thing, man.
yeah, exactly. It is no longer, because I thought it was just something against me. But no, I was talking to other Kiwis in New Zealand, they're saying the same thing. Now around the world, every man is starting to figure it out that we need to accumulate these cell phones back from them and kind of get our relationships back. You know what I mean?
Well, good luck to you guys.
Wonderful one.
We're going to start a world movement this way, aren't we? Literally. Anyway, guys, I'm going to have to wrap it up for now, but don't go anywhere just yet. We've got another one or two things that we're going to do with you. But in the meantime, I got to thank you guys for taking the time out to talk to us down here, down under us stupid DJs at Galaxy107fm, who absolutely adore your music. So please keep it coming, won't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Sure. Thank you guys for having us. Thanks so much.
It has been an absolute pleasure, guys. Don't go anywhere just yet. But in the meantime,
Hi,
you're right
Todd,
here
we must
at
catch up.
Galaxy 107 FM. Let's go back in the day. Here's Buddy